That's that Lucifer light, or light that you should be programming your DNA with and by, versus light bulbs. Idiots. You want to look at me with stink faces all the damn time, every single day? You don't know me. Not only that, you don't even know yourself. Who the fuck do you think you are? A name. You have a last name. That makes you a necromancer. You worship death and don't even know it. You chant death spells all day, and most of you don't even know it. You change the meaning of a word. Really? How do you do that? Because words are shapes. No matter what you call a snowflake, like they say, none are alike, or none are the same. Words are the same thing. You're using the same word to describe 3-4 different things. It can mean 3, 4, 5 different things. And that's what makes everybody mean, because they babbling on. Babbling on from the Tower of Babel, crashed. Confusion of tongues. Your definitions in your dictionary you read, artificial. Making you deaf definitions rather than cymatic, physiological phonetians. Why is nobody talking about continuity of consciousness? Why is not everybody talking and speaking and experiencing continuity of consciousness? Because the God of this world has blinded the minds of the unbelievers. 2 Corinthians 4:4. You don't have to like it. Your president swore an oath on that book. 144,000 names in the book of life. Your president swore an oath on that book. No wonder why everybody running around here looking batshit crazy. Look, that person down here, he thinks it's cool with all that cloud that coming out of his vehicle. That's a big fuck you, everybody and everything. Poison in the air we breathe to an extreme degree, all because of patents. Come on, man. Let's get over that shit. What are they gonna do? Kill us? Who? You always ask me when I talk, who's they? They'll identify themselves not with the name, although they will have that, a legal name from a military cult. League hell, legal. Like Tupac said, it appears I've been marked for death. I'm the brain sparked by Tupac that he said is going to change the world. And 144,000 are going to be instrumental in getting everybody in on this shit. What's this? Unlocking and releasing the patents. Everybody needs to be the equivalent of a billionaire. Why are there any babies starving? Why are any children homeless? Now, not to digress too far and quick, but nonetheless, homeless should be a choice, but it's virtually illegal. This is modern day slavery, human trafficking, y'all. And luckily, the United Nations was set up just in time before World War III was brought into existence. And we have the time now, through treaties, with every nation virtually, including and mainly I'm referring to right now, the United States of America Corporation. Because that's what it is. The 144,000 people, with me becoming power of attorney, of all the financial, copyright, trademarks, and patents accounts. We're going to figure out we're already going to have it figured out. It's already figured out. It's been laid out and planned. And I'm bringing it forth to the 144,000 who are going to be the catalysts, the 139,999 for all you correctors out there, correct, but all you correctors who only have negative things to say about my online posts, which all revolve around these topics. I'll be bringing more forth. So that's the plan. June, we'll go to the United Nations. I'll be there for sure, for certain. I can't be thinking too much about what I'm saying and just let it flow, but here it goes. June, I'll be going there and delivering the speech at the United Nations that gets the immediate injunction of becoming power of attorney of every financial, copyright, trademark, and patents account. And those who follow, the website will be there, and the lines of communication to get the conversations rolling and get everybody identified and in place and ready. And if there's 144,000 of us, not saying that was the plan until now, it just became priority. But yeah, man, 144,000 of us, we'll go there and we'll be outside, and those of us that can fit in there, we'll pack it. And those of us who can't, we'll be outside the doors, right? We'll get the immediate injunction. No one's gonna drop a bomb. How are you gonna do that, man? You know, just nobody's going to want to do that, first of all, because the atmosphere will carry any, they don't want too many people to die. There's only a select few who are involved in sacrifices, crashing planes with celebrities. I can go on and forth, but there's other videos that can catch you up to speed with that who have done, that's their primary work and whatnot. Like, that's where they exceed and excel me. And through the legal system, they are allowed and permitted and get away with this. I mean, just that there's CIA death squads. I mean, all the shit that's been published in reputable, so-called, commonly accepted, credible news sources, New York Times, Chicago, just the main top ones. They document the crimes and the people. So we're not bringing forth punishment, though. We're not like, oh, you're going to, my child involved in that, he died, all that. No, we're bringing forth healing. We're going to let it slide, man. Just no one's picking up big arms and all the nuclear bombs and the big munitions. That's stopping. As power of attorney, we're not spending money on that anymore. Everyone's just standing down, okay? There's no need to kill over any resource now. We got this shit on lock. Everything. So the 144,000 of us are going to have sub-accounts. We'll create sub-accounts to get the next, to open the floodgates, to let, people, we get the conversation going. You can get at us. We're on YouTube, we're on Google, Facebook, Gmail, all that, etc. So nothing's going to stop us, right? Because it's illegal to kill. You can't call it anything else. Murder, it's premeditated. They plan and plot this shit. Going to war and all that. No, it's done. It's over. No more punishment. That shit's done. We're done from here on out. The prisoners will be getting released soon, too. If they're not imposing immediate threat, if they're not just like wilding out like an animal with rabies, if they're not that dangerous, we'll get all the interviews. Like, we'll have all that shit on lock, too. We're going to get them released ASAP as well. Everything in its priority. But they'll be... And the medical field. We'll be in the medical field. We'll have control over those accounts and creation over those accounts. With the literature, we'll be bringing forth the biomedical, the scientific, peer-reviewed, PhD, MD journals and periodicals and paragraphs and essays. That's what we will be learning as soon as kindergarten. Okay? In our education system, we'll be doing triple your reading score, where you stare at a page, get your eyes focused on not moving, just being able to stare at the whole page and read it. There's exercises that get you to that point. When you get there, when you read faster, you comprehend more. See? So we'll be doing that in like preschool, kindergarten. That's what we'll be teaching our parents to teach like our infants, you know. And music, yeah. You know, nobody's gonna, like, we're not gonna make it illegal, but people aren't gonna get paid for it anymore, you see? If you want to do it and you can get a following or whatever, but like, come on, man, the music these days, it sounds like I'm living in a softcore porn. The only thing I don't see is nudity, but everything else is there. It's like the Superior Court judge says. He says, I don't know what porn is. They don't, you know, but I know it when I see it. Well, I know it when I hear it, and it's everywhere I go. Grocery stores, restaurants, everywhere. I can be on the sidewalk, and they're riding by, not just through the vehicles, but through those loudspeakers. It's okay. Eventually, they'll stop because of the frown and shunning. Because they'll come to it within themselves. They'll comprehend that, yeah, man, this isn't right. And to get solfeggio tunes, binaural beats, the ones that enhance and activate the hemispheres of the brain, the midbrain, the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, the hypothalamus, the corpus callosum, or callosum. You know, the cranial nerves in our brain. When we emit DMT, and just through rocking your spine, hold breath retention, posture, rotation, motion, qigong, iron shirt, qigong, iron body, qigong, yoga, yes. Our GI tract in the medical field will bring forth all the pure foods, like the slaughterhouses. I'm sorry, but nobody's going to get paid anymore. So nobody's going to want to go kill the animals. Some select few will, right. But eventually that'll wane as well, along with the music. Everything's coming together. The vehicle's burning oil. We're not even going to burn hemp oil. We'll drink that, but our vehicles will be running on electric magnetism. We'll have the Hyperloop, like Tesla Motors, Elon Musk. He wants to do the Hyperloop, man. We're going to collaborate with him to get transatlantic and trans-Pacific grid set up so we're above the earth, not messing with it, letting bison reclaim what was once theirs. And lots of blood was shed over on all, you know, just the bloodshed is coming to an end. People aren't going to want to kill anybody when they know there's no point. When there's continuity of consciousness, nobody's going to be afraid to die. And nobody's going to mourn if somebody does die, because they'll know that not only are they okay, they'll have that open line of communication. They'll have things they've created and timelines that overlap and interlap it, etc. Continuity of consciousness, conscious immortality. Jesus, you don't have to believe that, but like most people are going to, like in the churches, where they want you to focus on he died for your sins rather than when Jesus said you'll do greater things than him with the mustard seed of faith. It's not just faith, it's experience. And these are initiation rituals that were only select for few. I can't explain everything that happened when I wasn't there, but I'm endeavoring to do so now with what is going on and what we should and could and need and must do. United Nations. It's been put forth for us before, back in the early 1900s, and they are Theosophical Society, Madame Blavatsky, Alice Bailey, Aleister Crowley, and don't just believe everything you hear and mind yourself about the negative. Look at the good side. There's magicians and mages, just more confirmations, you know. So not to focus too much on their work, you don't even have to look them up. They're not really relevant anymore. We have all the keys and we're bringing them forth. United Nations, equivalent to billionaires out of everybody. No more oil burning, no more slaughterhouses. We're changing the medical field, the education system with the, you know, so there's more to be done. And whoever's ready to begin the journey and mission and accomplish it with me, let's do it.